What does the game mean to you? Probably for you, the answer is video games. If we go back few generations, the answer will be physical games. And if we go back a few thousand years, the answer will be arena games. So, what is a game? Hello, I am Osman from Inner Games. In the previous video, I gave you some advice. One of them was to learn what a game is. If we know exactly what we are doing, if we understand the basics, we can make a really good game. For that, we need to go back almost 100 years. We are going to look at the book Homo Ludens, The Playing Man by Johan Huizinga. This was the first book I read when I started game design. And I really had a realizations. Today I won't talk about the whole book here, but we will analyze the part that can be useful for game design. According to Huizinga, the game has several main features. The first one is, games are free, essentially freedom. The player has to choose to play the game. He has to freely say, I am going to play a game. If there is secondary motivation, it is a job, not a game. For example, cryptocurrency games are not games that are played freely. They are business to make money. That's why nobody likes this. Or the games are played for analyze to improve my own game are not really game for me. They are just work. Second main feature, games are irrelevant to real life. Playing game take us out of daily life and into completely different reality. This gives us a great freedom. In real life, we can be a worker, or slave, or a poor person. But in the game, these shackles no longer here.
What's wrong? Wrong foot.
We can experience this in the RPG game where we are the hero, or in a house game we played as a children. Meanwhile, the serious problem of real life are forgotten and we start to worry about things related to this new reality. The third main feature, games have its own place, time and rules. When we enter the boundaries of the game, we are now governed the immutable rules of the world. Within these boundaries, the game is perfect and the boundaries can never be violated. If they are violated, the referee blows the whistle and the magic is broken. In sport games, we can boundaries as a playing field. In video games, the boundaries are set by codes. In children games, it is our trust in each other. These three main features are basic game features that I have extracted from this book. In fact, there are more features that define game. For example, being inefficient. The game does not provide us with any benefit in real life. If that happens, it is no longer game. Another feature is that it allows role-playing. You can find many things like this in the details of the book. If you want to design a video game, you should definitely read this book. As I mentioned in this previous video, we need to understand the basic of what we are doing. I tried to tell you more or less what this basic looks like from my point of view. When we look at them, we can see that the definition of game is actually much wider. For example, the people argue, are games art? But according what we have learned from this book, this question is actually wrong. In fact, games are not art. Art is a game. For example, drawing. Drawing has its own limits and rules. It takes us out of daily life. It is inefficient and it is freedom. According to this definition, who can deny that it is a game? Likewise, music. Music is an activity that has its own rules and boundaries, and it is an activity that takes us out of ourselves and detacts us from lives. It is no coincidence that etymologically the word playing is used for both games and music. In addition, while reading this book, I discovered that my own profession, academics, is also a game. In academia, we are trying to earn a title. In a way, we are leveling up. For this, we do tasks. For example, we do projects or write articles and accumulate points, just like doing quests. The points we gain give us a level after a while. With this level, new skills are unlocked. We can take students, have a say in administration, etc. With the same logic, politics, rising in companies, even wars between states are mostly games. Facing this reality after reading the book expanded my perspective for my game development adventure. In a world where almost everything is a game, making video game is just simulating the games in our lives. I can even say that making a game is the game. It has its own rules, its own times and place. It takes us from the world, and we usually don't make money from it. Anyway, we will talk about the rules and limits of game design in the next videos. Let's end this video with nice quote from the book. The spirit of game in humans and even animals is above all else and lies at the heart of civilization. The beginning of everything human on earth was game.